Good morning and welcome to Outdoor Quest TV. I'm Vanessa and I'm with Ray Kemp of Lalapa Safaris. So Ray, we came here with a fairly short list and that list is now completed. So the game plan is to go after mountain reedbuck, but who knows what we're going to see. The rifle and the camera may get switched around depending on what we see.
Yeah, look, it's a beautiful morning again, and we've already seen a heap of stuff. And like you said, whatever pops out, whatever is good to hunt, and if we see something decent, we're going to go after it.
Exactly, and I mean, there's a number of species that TJ hasn't taken, and vice versa. So, you know, it all depends on what we see. You never know what you're going to see here. So we just got to this high point this morning and basically just a glass, see what we can find. Obviously we're going to look for mountain reedbuck, but we did spot quite a group of fallow deer and 3 kudu cows and a kudu bull.
Yeah, so just the longer we sit here, the more we see.
Yeah, because it was quite overcast when we got here, and as soon as that sun broke through the clouds, just the animals started popping out everywhere.
Yeah, we saw a herd of kudu that side, we've seen a bull and cows on this side. Fairly nice stag, fallow deer with some does. He just doesn't have much on his palms, but he's nice and tall. And there's a few mountain reedbuck dotted over the mountain over there that we're going to scope out now and see what we can see.
Okay.
See if we can pick out a nice ram for you.
Nice. So what's the plan?
Okay, so from the top we saw some mountain reedbuck just over this little ridge. We've driven all the way around. And I spotted them from about 400 or 500 out. Okay. And we've just stopped here behind this bank. We should be able to get up onto the top of this bank. And we should be able to see them and just get a distance on them and see what the ram really looks like. So I saw them from a long way away on the top of the mountain. So it's a group of 8 mountain reedbuck, and it looked like a nice, you know, red on his neck, so he's nice, mature ram. And decent length on the horns, and he was chasing these females. I could see him with his tail and whatever, so he's going nowhere. He's going to be there.
So far, just over here, looks like we've only seen 2 females. We've lost track of the rest of them, so we're just trying to stay quiet. So there's 2 females, the ones we were watching over here. We tried to come around and see up that gully a little bit better, but they just ran off. The one was totally spotted us, so we'll keep going. Bunch of them out there, but just going up the hill here. So far, no mountain reedbuck.
And those impala are not helping us one bit.
No.
We bumped them down the bottom here, and now they're running straight to where those mountain reedbuck have gone over.
And they're just going to go straight up the mountain, right? The hunt is about the journey.
And we've shared that journey with you for the past 25 years.
And what a journey it's been.
Join us for season 25 of Outdoor Quest TV. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Sacco Antica Firearms, demand perfection. Zeiss, we make it visible. Loa Boots, simply more. Silver Willow Taxidermy, see the difference. Closed captioning provided by Deluxe Wall Tents, made in Canada for Canadian conditions.
Well, last night it poured down all night, so it was really, really cold this morning, and things were a little slow getting up, but we're back where we saw a mountain reedbuck yesterday, a pretty good one. So we're hoping to catch him out because it's just starting to warm up a little bit. So where we saw them yesterday, there's a whole bunch of eland right now. So we're just going to work our way along here and hopefully be able to spot them. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets a little warmer here. They really like to come out once the sun hits and just warm themselves up, so. Well, we blasted that whole side. All I saw was eland and impala, so we'll keep looking.
Yeah. And then where that's not the best I've lost them. Good. Okay, good. We've been hunting mountain reedbuck for 2 days solid. This is the longest, most epic mountain reedbuck hunt I've ever been on. But we've passed up a few mountain reedbuck that aren't quite what we wanted, but now we've spotted one up on the mountains over here. So this one looks decent. So we're gonna see if we can put up a stalk on him. He's in a group of 7, so there's one male and then a group of females. So let's go see what we can do. So if you look just in front of us, this is like a twig.
Yep.
This thing here.
Yep.
Okay. He's directly on that bank. If you look through that twig plant or whatever you want to call it, he's lying down. You can see his red neck.
I think I see him, but I'm not totally positive.
Okay. So he's just to the right of like a little rock outcrop at the bottom.
Yeah.
See him?
I think so.
What's that little colour? Did you get it?
He's
There he stands. Smack him.
DJ?
Yeah.
I'm not steady. I'm not steady.
Yeah.
Steady yourself.
Pretty steady enough.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Whew.
You sure that wasn't a headshot? He went down like a freaking
Oh, just gorgeous.
Oh, he's beautiful. I misjudged this one a bit deep. He's hot.
Oh,
He's
he's gorgeous.
He's beautiful. Yeah, right different head a bit. Nice over his inch over his ears. That's a beauty.
Oh,
Well
he's
done.
gorgeous. Look at him. Well, we'll definitely get him set up a little bit better for you to have a look. What a beautiful animal.
Oh, he's a beauty. Nice and old too. Look at his bases.
Well, that was an amazing stalk, and I'm just so happy it all worked out.
Wasn't it a fantastic shot? That is what made it.
We worked hard for this
We
little
did.
beast.
Well, the weather changed on us yesterday.
Yes, it did.
And, you know, with that rain and cold that came in last night, I mean, we battled, didn't we?
Oh, we certainly did. And I mean, it really started to pour down, and we were a little concerned about what it was going to be like this morning getting around as well. Yeah. So it all worked out, and you said it, as soon as that sun comes out, they're going to come out.
Yeah, and they're just so much more peaceful when they're feeding, you know. So when they were lying and they're cold and they're watching, it's just not so easy to get a shot on them, and it's not so easy to see them.
Right. Well, you know what? You're just a treat to hunt with. It's been a ton of fun, and you make us work hard, or these guys make us work hard, I should say. So, but you know, absolutely fabulous hunt. If you want any information, just wait till the end of the show.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Defense Aerosols, bear spray for when your life depends on it. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine. Midland Radio's communication for every adventure. Hey, I'm TJ Schwanke. On today's episode, we're shooting a Sacco Finlight in 300 Winchester Magnum. Top of that, we've got that 3-18 by 50 Zeiss V6, and of course we've got that custom ballistics turret on it. Now we're shooting Hornady Outfitter ammunition with that 180 grain CX bullet. You know, with this setup, we're more than comfortable out to 500 yards. But the key with long range shooting is knowing exactly how far you're shooting, and for that you need a laser rangefinder. So for us, we rely on these Zeiss Victory RF rangefinding binoculars, and these are at 10 by 42. It's so much more simple to have a rangefinder and binocular all in one. Now, if you're looking for a new laser rangefinder, there's a few things you should know, and the first one is how they're rated, and they're rated in yardage. But the problem is they are rated on a highly reflective surface. So you're looking probably about 50% of the rating, say when you're trying to range a deer or something like that. So, you know, if your rangefinder is rated for 1,000 yards, count on it being good to about 500 on an actual animal. Now, these Zeiss Victories are rated at 2,300 yards, and I've consistently ranged deer and those sized animals out to 1,600 to 1,800 yards with it. The other thing you need on a laser rangefinder is some sort of angle compensation. So what you need is it'll give you the true distance to the target, but it'll also give you the ballistic distance. You know, when we're shooting uphill or downhill, the distance we hold is different than the true distance. So again, with these RFs here, it's just a matter of pushing the button once, and it gives me the true distance to the target. And if I wait a second, then it gives me the ballistic distance. And you always want to shoot at that ballistic distance. So uphill or downhill, that's always going to be less. Now, the other really cool thing about these Victory RFs is that I can store up to 9 ballistic profiles in them. So I simply just go to the Zeiss app, and I can enter all the information for the 9 loads I want to save in there. And once they're in the bino, I don't need the phone anymore. So I can just take the bino anywhere. It's got all that information stored in it. So, you know, shooting the 300 Win Mag today, I've got all that info stored in the bino. So when I push the button to get the range, it'll also give me the number of clicks, but it's also taken into account atmospheric conditions, temperature, elevation, and that's all read by sensors right in that bino. So if you're a long range shooter, this is some incredible technology. On that note, let's get back to the Eastern Cape. Ray, we've kind of completed our primary list. We're about halfway through our safari.
Yep.
And, you know, the thing that attracts us here is the mountain hunting. We love these mountains. It's just like hunting at home in the foothills. But there's also some great hunting down here on the plains, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I mean, we are known for our mountain hunting. It's just a beautiful area well, it's diverse. So we do have our mountains where we do, you know, our kudu and our spirals and eland, things you like to hunt. But we also have plains game, zebra, impalas, springbucks. That's pretty diverse.
What we're after today is the Burchell's or plain zebra. And I think, and I know it probably irritates you as much as it irritates me, but, you know, people who've never been to Africa think, oh, zebra, it's like hunting a horse, right? And
it actually turns out to be one of the toughest hunts there are.
Absolutely.
And, it's a very classic animal. There's no horse with stripes.
Well, that's the truth. So that's what we're doing this morning. So it's the sun's just coming up. The roads have been really bad around here. We've had a ton of rain, so we're going to walk down in here, and then if we get one, we're going to have to figure out how to get it out, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we're headed that way.
Yep, let's go.
So, what have we got going on here, Ray?
This is a Reedbuck midden. I mean, impalas also create middens, but you can see there's the Reedbuck track. So yeah, This is just his spot. This is where a Reedbuck male would have made his his domain, his little spot.
So it's one male would do this spot?
Yeah, normally an old male.
Yeah.
And this is where he'll stay.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and he always goes back there. Always comes back.
I know our feral horses at home will do exactly the same
really?
thing. Yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of scat chat here this morning on Outdoor Quest TV. So it looks like Boisana spotted some zebra already, so I'm just gonna slip around in. We'll see what we got going on here.
Actually a big female there. Look at her stomach, look at her tummy.
Right.
And her neck's quite thin. Look at the neck. See how thin the neck is? Looks like a female to me.
This segment is brought to you by Stony Creek Hunting Gear. It's in the blood. We just spotted some zebra just over this rise here, so. Zebra over here and zebra down here. So. Just like hunting a horse, eh, Ray?
There's a zebra out at. It's a nice shot there, just.
How far is that?
I'll give you everything.
Okay.
Okay, it's out to 330.
Okay. It's a long shot off sticks.
Yeah, it is, but stick if you can get comfortable. Because he's standing nice on broadside.
Yeah, he is.
How do you feel?
Not bad.
There we go, I'm going to step back.
I've got it. I'm recording.
Right there. Good God. Good heavens. Are you sure you didn't hit that thing in the neck again? What are we going to do for the rest of the day?
I don't know now. We did get a little bit lucky there that all of the zebra took off, but there was one stood there, and it was 330 yards. And I think Ray was kind of setting me up for disaster there, I think. So.
That incredible. That thing went down like a dose of salts.
Yeah, I know. So zebra do have what's like sergeant stripes on their shoulders.
Right on the shoulder.
And that's right where I put the crosshair. So the big thing is when you come here, you practice shooting off sticks. And Vanessa and I shoot thousands of rounds before we come, and everybody thinks it's easy to shoot off sticks, but all of a sudden when you're up there doing this,
it is. You got to know how to do it. You got to lock yourself in on sticks.
Yeah, and so I almost like this sling sometimes. Like in that case, we got the bipod on here because we have been doing a little, but I just kind of grabbed that sling, pulled it down like that, and
steady yourself, lock yourself in.
Yeah, solid. So, but well, that went faster. I thought it was when they took off. I thought it was over.
8:10 in the morning. The all-day zebra is over.
That was fun. That's actually my first Birchall zebra.
Oh wow!
I've never shot one before. I've shot lots of mountain zebra, but never had plains or burchels, so that's actually pretty cool. Vanessa's been the plains zebra person.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Great shot.
Well, Ray, I think that happened probably a little faster than any of us thought it was going to, but it was kind of the perfect setup. I mean, we had the wind, we had the cover. Most of the animals were over there, but we had a couple zebra that had separated out from the group, and it was a beautiful stallion in it, so it was just...
Yeah, it was a perfect morning too,
Yeah.
So they were out feeding, and, yesterday afternoon when we were driving around, we actually didn't see anything, and we couldn't drive a lot of places because it was too wet.
Well, I mean, I would highly recommend that anyone coming to South Africa put these on your list for sure. I mean, like you say, if you walk into somebody's trophy room in North America and you see a zebra, they can look at 100 other animals and not be able to name them, but everybody knows what this is, and it's a great hunt. It's a lot of fun. We got lucky this morning, and that just happens sometimes. But I'm sure there's been times you've chased these for days to get one.
Yeah, they're a herd animal. They're wily.
Yeah.
They're wily animals, and they always hang with other species to make sure they're protected.
Yeah.
And once a zebra starts moving, it doesn't stop moving.
Yeah.
You really got to, once they've spotted you and they've got you, it's not easy to get onto them again.
Hey, if you want to come on just an amazing hunt in South Africa, get a hold of Ray at Lalapa Safaris, and as always, we'll have all your information at the end of the show. And I want to thank you again.
My pleasure.
Everything we do here is first class and a lot of fun.
And it's a pleasure having you.
For more information on the incredible free-range hunting opportunities available on the Eastern Cape of South Africa with Lalapa Safaris, contact Raymond Kemp at lalapasafaris.co.za. Outdoor Quest TV is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.